Sometimes drones capture things that seem ripped straight from the pages of a horror story, from eerie figures moving through abandoned places to gaping voids that appear to defy the laws of nature. These recordings leave us questioning reality. Without the proof provided by these flying eyes, who would believe such events could be real? So join us as we explore some of the most spine-chilling and mind-boggling footage ever captured by drones, each more unsettling than the last. When a volcanic eruption ripped through La Palma's mountainous terrain, it left devastation in its wake. But the most haunting sight: a group of stray dogs trapped in a yard smothered in ash, completely surrounded by relentless rivers of molten lava. With no chance of crossing the searing landscape and helicopters grounded by suffocating gas, drones became their only hope. These flying lifelines delivered food, a chance at survival for these desperate creatures. You can almost feel their hunger as they edge forward, noses in the air, braving the hellscape around them for one more bite. Killer whales don't just rule the ocean, they dominate it. They hunt with terrifying precision, taking down seals, fish, and even massive prey. But this drone footage from Monterey, California, shows a scene that's as rare as it is brutal: killer whales hunting a blue whale. Watching these apex predators work together against the largest animal on Earth is nothing short of jaw-dropping. It's nature, raw and unfiltered, at its most astonishing and chilling. We know killer whales are apex predators, but what happens when they take on one of the ocean's most feared hunters? In this jaw-dropping drone footage, an orca goes after a great white shark and wins. The sheer audacity of the attack flips the food chain on its head, proving once again why killer whales have earned their name. Nature doesn't just create, it erupts with unrestrained power. This drone footage of Iceland's Fagradalsfjall volcano in March 2021 captures molten rivers of lava, glowing and bubbling as they cascade like fire itself. The operator braved Iceland's punishing winter, biking 7 grueling kilometers off-road to bring us this up-close look at the first eruption in the area since the 12th century. It's a front-row seat to Earth's raw and breathtaking fury, reminding us of just how small we really are. Mount Everest has always been a legend, but drones are showing us this colossal giant in ways that defy imagination. From impossible heights and dizzying perspectives, the footage reveals a scale and majesty that words fail to capture. But now, thanks to this technology, we're seeing it in a way that was once unthinkable. It started with hope: fewer cars, cleaner air. China's bike-sharing revolution aimed to slash carbon emissions and clear up city skies. But what unfolded was nothing short of a catastrophe. Too many companies flooded the streets, authorities cracked down, and what was left? Drone footage shows sprawling bike graveyards, 15 sites of chaos, where mountains of abandoned bikes stretch endlessly like a modern dystopia. Deep in Portugal's desert, a drone captured something so bizarre it feels unreal. A hulking figure, human-like but grotesque, lurks across the sands. Then, as if sensing the drone's gaze, it disappears behind a bush. Was it an animal? An unknown desert creature? Something extraterrestrial? Dubbed by some as a sand zombie, this spine-chilling encounter raises questions no one can seem to answer. What's your take? Natural phenomenon or something out of this world? In Boise, Idaho, something extraordinary took to the skies. A massive winged creature with a wingspan so enormous it seemed impossible. Its long, pointed beak sliced through the air as it soared, leaving stunned witnesses to wonder if they'd just seen a pterosaur, a prehistoric flying reptile thought to be extinct for millions of years. Was this an ancient survivor? Some believe it was an elaborate hoax, maybe a remote-controlled plane or drone. But with such a vivid sighting, one question lingers: what was really up there? A chilling figure loomed atop a mountain in Alberta, Canada, a shadowy giant form standing tall against the snow-covered peaks. Andrew Dawson captured the haunting scene, and others soon reported seeing the same massive figure, moving high above the ground. Was this one of the mythical giants whispered about in local legends, or something else entirely? Whatever it was, its presence was enough to send shivers through everyone who witnessed it, leaving the mystery of the mountain unresolved. On icy rivers and lakes, nature reveals a strange, mesmerizing phenomenon: perfect ice discs, eerily smooth and impossibly circular. These frozen wonders seem to defy explanation. Some scientists suggest they form when chunks of ice spin in vortex currents, slowly polishing their edges into flawless circles, but no one knows for sure. These ghostly formations are as beautiful as they are mysterious, leaving us marveling at the secrets nature hides beneath the surface. Surfing in the middle of a city. In Queensland, Australia, surfers are riding waves far from the ocean in a futuristic artificial lake designed to create perfect swells on command. This high-tech marvel produces waves of every size and shape, turning an inland city into a surfer's dream. No coastline, no problem. The thrill of the ocean has been reimagined in the heart of the outback. What started as a routine drone flight over Cannock Chase became the stuff of nightmares. In the distance they saw her, a girl dressed in white, her hollow black eyes staring through the trees. Frozen with fear, the drone operator abandoned their mission. Locals say this ghostly figure has haunted the area for decades, though her story remains unknown. What is she searching for, and why does she linger? The eerie silence surrounding her presence only deepens the fear. Deep in the woods of Tunica, Mississippi, a hunter named Josh came across something he'll never forget. A hulking creature with gorilla-like shoulders and bear-like hands standing upright near a hollow tree. With its piercing eyes and massive frame, it seemed too human to be an animal, but too wild to be human. Could it be the infamous skunk ape, the southern legend akin to Bigfoot? Josh captured part of its face on video, but the question remains: what was that creature, and what else could be lurking in those woods? In 2018, this eerie footage revealed a haunting landscape, a lakebed littered with the stumps of thousands of decapitated trees. Hidden for over a century beneath the waters of a Washington lake, these ghostly remnants were exposed after a severe drought in 2014 caused the water levels to plummet. Perfectly preserved underwater, these ancient stumps are a haunting reminder of a forest long gone, frozen in time and now unveiled for the world to see. For over 50 years, the towering cooling towers of Eggborough Power Station stood as an iconic part of Yorkshire's skyline. But in a breathtaking spectacle, all four were brought crashing down in a controlled demolition. The ground-shaking explosions turned the massive structures into rubble in seconds. In the summer of 2020, a farmer in northern France stumbled upon something that sent chills through the local community. A massive, intricate crop circle carved overnight into his field. The design was flawless, sparking speculation of alien messages or supernatural forces. Was it a warning, a signal, or just an elaborate prank? Whatever its origin, the crop circle left behind a mystery that continues to puzzle and intrigue, its meaning as enigmatic as its creation. Lake Bogoria in Kenya is a natural wonder transformed into a surreal spectacle. Drawn by the lake's spirulina-rich waters, thousands of flamingos descend upon it, turning the shimmering blue surface into a sea of vibrant pink. Utah's landscapes are so surreal, they seem like they belong to another planet. Hills painted in fiery shades of red and orange, shaped by volcanic ash and minerals, stretch across the horizon, creating an alien terrain. The colors, the textures, and the unearthly formations make Utah a destination that feels more like Mars than Earth. a true haven for anyone seeking adventure beyond the ordinary. In 2018, at Lennox Head in New South Wales, 2 teenagers were swept out to sea in a deadly rip current, their lives hanging by a thread. Just when all hope seemed lost, a new hero emerged, a drone. Operated by rookie lifeguard Jai Sheridan, the drone soared over the waves, locating the teens and dropping an inflatable rescue tube right into their hands. With seconds to spare, they clung to the tube until rescuers arrived. In the heart of the Gobi Desert lies a colossal sleeping figure, a 49-foot-long, 29-foot-tall baby carved from red sandstone. Known as the Child of Earth, this stunning sculpture was created with advanced 3D technology as a symbol of humanity's connection to the planet and the urgent need to protect it. In the heart of the Amazon rainforest, untouched by modern civilization, lies a world frozen in time. In 2018, drones captured a rare glimpse of an uncontacted tribe moving through the dense jungle. Armed with bows and arrows, they tread cautiously, guarding themselves against the dangers that surround them. These tribespeople, unaware of modern technology, culture, or the bustling world beyond their forest home, represent one of about 100 such groups still surviving in Brazil's rainforests. In January 2022, a brutal cold front gripped Turkey, plunging temperatures to a staggering 41 degrees. The icy devastation was captured by drones over a small village, revealing a scene that was both haunting and heartbreaking. Animals frozen mid-stride, their lifeless bodies covered in snow, stood as eerie statues of nature's wrath. Donkeys, goats, rabbits, even wild foxes, none were spared. While rescue teams managed to save a few, the relentless cold claimed many lives. These frozen figures, stark and silent, remain a chilling reminder of nature's unforgiving power. In 2011, a U.S. Air Force Reaper drone encountered something no one could explain. On a routine mission, its sensors locked onto a dazzling white light streaking through the valley below, moving with impossible speed and precision. Then, in a blink, the mysterious craft turned and blasted past the drone, outpacing it with ease. The Reaper, a state-of-the-art machine capable of reaching 300 miles per hour, was outmaneuvered as if it were standing still. And as the UFO raced by, the drone's camera system glitched, a malfunction no one could explain. Was this alien technology something far beyond human capability? Adding to the enigma, no one knows where the footage came from. Was it leaked by someone within the government, or is it an elaborate hoax? The US government remains silent, leaving the world to wonder. One thing is certain, something was out there, something that defies explanation, and we're left questioning just how much we truly understand. The Morning Glory spillway at Monticello Dam is a 200-foot deep vortex that swallows water and anything else when the reservoir overflows. While its purpose is purely functional, its appearance is nothing short of terrifying. Watching the swirling water disappear into the dark abyss is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. But this isn't just a spectacle. It's deadly. In 1997, a woman ventured too close, despite numerous warning signs. The current pulled her into the spillway, and she vanished into the churning waters. Her body was found the next day, a reminder of the power and danger of this massive drain. This isn't just a hole in the water, it's a force that doesn't forgive mistakes. In the desolate sands of the Egyptian desert sits an eerie and unexpected sight, an open-air cinema, abandoned and haunting. Known as the Seventh Art Cinema, this strange relic features 700 carefully crafted wooden seats, perfectly arranged to face an empty desert stage. No screen, no projector, no audience, just silence and endless sand. Built in the 1990s by a Frenchman with grand ambitions, the cinema's opening night was meant to feature Jurassic Park, but the premiere never happened, and no one knows why. Now, The forgotten cinema stands as a surreal monument to a dream that never came to life. It's a ghostly spectacle, a place where the desert whispers stories of ambition and failure, waiting for anyone bold enough to find it. In 2017, a quiet day in the small Slovenian town of Duplek took a terrifying turn. A father and his kids were out with a metal detector, hoping for a fun treasure hunt. What they found was no harmless trinket. It was a 550-pound World War II bomb, buried and forgotten for over 70 years. Unaware of the danger, the man brought the massive bomb home. It wasn't until later that its true nature was realized, sparking a full-scale evacuation of the town. Emergency services and bomb squads raced to defuse the deadly artifact, a chilling reminder of the war's lingering shadows. Decades may have passed, but some relics of destruction still lie hidden, waiting to be unearthed in the most unexpected ways. In the middle of the Egyptian desert lies something so strange it looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. Viewed from above, it's an enormous spiral stretching across the sand, made up of hundreds of perfectly aligned cones and holes. Dubbed Desert Breath, this formation has fueled wild theories, alien-made symbols, remnants of a forgotten civilization, or perhaps a massive crop circle. The truth is just as fascinating. Created in 1997 by a group of artists, Desert Breath spans over 100,000 square meters. It was designed as a living artwork meant to erode over time, with the wind and sand reclaiming the space. This is the Cavern of Lost Souls, a forgotten graveyard of rusted cars, submerged in darkness. Once a bustling slate quarry in the 1800s, the mine was abandoned after repeated failures to revive it. Over time, the cavern turned into a watery dumping ground for old, broken-down vehicles, their skeletal remains swallowed by the depths. The flooded chambers now look like something straight out of a post-apocalyptic world, a haunting underwater tomb for machines long forgotten by the living. The Oregon vortex isn't just strange. It feels like nature itself is playing tricks on you. In this 165-foot circle, gravity seems to work backward, and nothing behaves the way it should. Balls roll uphill as if defying physics. Brooms balance on their own as though held by invisible hands. And even people appear to grow or shrink, depending on where they stand. It's a place where reality feels broken. At the center of it all is the House of Mystery, a lopsided wooden structure that looks like it could topple over at any moment, but somehow doesn't. Inside, everything tilts at dizzying angles, adding to the surreal experience. What causes all this? Some say magnetic fields or hidden earth energies are at play. Others whisper about Native American legends, warning that this land might be cursed or sacred. Skeptics argue it's all clever illusions and tricks of perspective, but even the most logical explanations can't quite shake the eerie feeling you get standing there. Is it science? Is it something we can't explain? One thing's for sure, the Oregon vortex doesn't care what you think you know. In the deserts of Tucson, Arizona, lies a place that feels like a scene from a post-apocalyptic movie. Sprawling over 2,600 acres, the Davis-Monthan Air Force Base's Aerospace Maintenance and Regeneration Group, or simply the Boneyard, is where military aircraft come to die. Here, thousands of decommissioned planes stand in eerie rows, their hulking frames baking under the relentless Arizona sun. Fighters, bombers, cargo planes, every type imaginable, are parked in haunting silence, their missions long over. Some are kept intact, ready to be resurrected if needed. Others are cannibalized for parts or scrapped entirely, their once powerful engines reduced to salvage. The Boneyard has been a resting place for these giants since World War II. Its dry, arid climate slows decay, preserving these aircraft in a bizarre limbo between life and death. But it's not just a resting place. It's a history lesson written in steel. If you're in Tucson, this surreal monument to aviation is worth the visit. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss more amazing content like this. See you next time.